big tackle, knock the ball free. Anything you can do to slow them down.
Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play.
He invited me to a party
and that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Just for not talking with him.
Look, hey, and then you say you sleep. I don't even have sleep. Oh, I don't even need to sleep. Yes, now. Apparently her grandma microwaved her phone.
Couldn't be more confident.
Hold on, what?
And guess what? We're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
An extra DB for the 49ers now on 3rd.
You niggas funny, bro. I nigga out of my time.
From the gun, here's Gone. A bullet throw, but incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to get them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football and now zapped right back in the other direction. Could not have thrown that out there any better. When the ball hit the ground, I thought it might go into the end zone the way it was angling, but perfectly jutting out at the 1.
You think maybe what we saw in practice came into play there? You know, he put those big cans down on the sideline and then angled for them and shot for them. Looks like it worked out pretty well for him, too.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're still looking at 0 on the scoreboard, and they're going to be hard-pressed to do anything with his field position as they'll start at their 1-yard. Oh, and this is going to wind up a safety. Well, we thought these two defenses, they might come to play. One has already come to play here, a safety for the opening points of the game.
Brandon, let's file this play away because if it turns out to be a tight game, who knows? This could wind up being the difference.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you've got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done. Because within that unit of 11, sometimes one guy can make a big...
I'm loving this team, and we still good.
Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. A shotgun snap for Gone. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. First down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards. From the 50, it's Gone. He'll let this go for the end zone.
Tate Nicholson.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. And now it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley.
God damn it.
And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10.
Who's out Wood?
Throwing on 3rd. Gone. And that one's complete to Gurley. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. First down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. To throw is Gone. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Goff now looks to throw. He'll get this complete into the hands of Riley Ridley.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
On first down, it's Gurley. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Out of the gun, Gall. And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked. Sacked by the outside backer, Telvin Smith. So on 4th down, here comes Greg Zuerlein to try and get 3 for the Rams. It'll be spotted on the right hash. A 52-yard attempt. Second quarter now from Los Angeles. It is the Rams in possession. Second quarter now from Los Angeles. It is the Rams in possession. As we'll see one following the score on the final play before break. As we'll see one following the score on the final play before break. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
What's he say? No nanny.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time they surrendered the safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in scoring that we get, and it's just so strange to see that go up on the board, and then you got to make sure that doesn't happen to your team again. They've got to take care of the ball.
But boy, it juices up the defense.
Oh, without a doubt. That's a great way to score some points.
What did you eat? What a soup pick.
Now it's Freeman. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Good solid gain on first down. About what you'd expect from the big guy carrying the ball.
They'll come out in a 4-receiver look. 3 men to the right side on 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. On 3rd down, a run from Breida. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Rams will get it at the 20. The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that.
And Gurley fumbled it. Gurley fumbles the football. It's loose. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
They may have the edge on the scoreboard, but that hasn't made them passive, has it? I mean, they dialed up a pretty good run blitz there. And Brandon, you know that all blitzes aren't just designed to get to the quarterback.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. George Kittle, his first touchdown of the new season. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. Gold with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
All right, what you do to the Broncos do to make him that mad?
And a fair catch signaled for.
Why did he tag me?
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over. Scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back
I told Ed the Falcons was trash.
They're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up.
I just want to play so I can get my develop, like so I get my traits.
Goff on first down. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks.
I already knew that I was gonna be lagging, but I wanted my develop. I ain't gonna get no football. So I played.
Brandon Cooks.
And he was trash. Did I tell you he was trash?
And the Rams are gonna jump back.
I don't know why ain't nobody been able to beat him, but he's not great at all.
They erased that deficit pretty quickly, did they not? A two-play drive.
What do we call that? Short-lived? Very short-lived. 2 plays later, they're in the end zone and back out in front. We always talk about drives, don't we? Does 2 plays count as a drive?
Not really, but that second play was so good. I don't care what we call it. It was enjoyable to watch. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
This is Breida, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Now this time he'll look to throw.
Man, some holes for that. They did not let me click on it.
Before going out. 17 on that one,
I
and
would
the
have
Niners
swatted
have
that
a first down. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys on plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in the bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. It's a lot of time that they put in on it. It's not just your static 1, 2, 3.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And now the Rams have got it, going the other way. And a return will stop right around the 25. So the defense
somebody like to be around fumble.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. Didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
And a tackle there by Quan Alexander. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. A gain there of 21 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football to catch him off balance.
And he did. Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Cooper Kupp was his intended target, but now it's 3rd down. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears
that he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Johnny Hekker now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And this will be taken at the 13. It's a net of 40 there. A punt of 48 and a return of 8. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time the turnover on the fumble. And they were in enemy territory. So they had to be nowhere to escape. And he goes down. Credit that sack to Dante Fowler Jr. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Now a man open down the middle of the field. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down. Fields. Open man is Samuel, complete. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Looking to throw. Fields. And it is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Rams get the football in outstanding field position. Now Goff. Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively, getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Stepping up, he'll try and run. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
Play Kenny again?
Second and 5. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. This time they stay on the ground. And they will bottle him up behind the line. And now will they use a timeout? And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say, we'll see what happens. Here's Logan. And from their own end zone, it's a fake. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach.
Against,
this is taken at his 4.
Marjorie.
And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects. Tendency breakers, or counters, as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Meanwhile, Goff to Gurley as he drops it on for his running back. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down. Well, that last completion certainly not what they were hoping for, as now they'll try to convert on 3rd. Goff now to throw. Looking left side, he's got it. Complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in the game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
Hey, box drop.
3rd and long. It's gone. position on him, and he pulls it in. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Yeah,
Goff now, just 8 of 16 thus far, 50%, but it's 1st and 10. Goff going to hand it to Gurley. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one.
I'm rebuilding, bro. You're going to be more stoned. You're going to lose games, man.
Patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there.
I just joined this team.
I was going to say maybe that. And this is.
Like I joined in like 2 weeks, like the last 3-4 weeks.
The potential to strike quickly, and
everybody they had to resign
on back-to-back snaps.
So on the other side of the ball,
I couldn't resign, so I lost like 6 people.
No one left behind.
And basically,
no pointing fingers. No.
Like because Ruben texted me as soon as our season started. It was like, hey, it was like, dude looked at 49ers team in the dumpster. He said, you already know you finna have to rebuild. I said, I already know, bro.
A good sustained drive there in this third quarter.
Because this like year 4 or 5.
To give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp too.
My team's still pretty slow.
Seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Once again, they run with Breida on first down. And he got losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete. David Long, the rookie from West Virginia, there defensively. Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth. They'll try and throw for it here, eluding the pressure right. He's got an open man. He completes it to Callaway. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Fourth down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. 9 yards is the pickup there. They'll have a 2nd and 1. 2nd and 1. Back in the end zone. Can he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. So instead of forcing the field goal, it'll be 1st and goal.
Yeah, the force was trying to make something happen that just didn't need to, right? I mean, plays happen, let it go. It's over. Instead, he creates a penalty.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. And across across the goal line into the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. It's their quarterback with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. And now this is right in Kyle Shanahan's wheelhouse. He'll go for 2 here. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And he is not going to get in here. So the decision to go for 2 does not pay off as they're unable to cut any further into their deficit. This one fielded at the 5.
You ain't doing nothing today.
The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. He was looking for Cooper Kupp there, and it's 3rd down. After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Nice jump,
misses the target, incomplete. When they need to play on 3rd down, you kind of know what direction the ball's going, but the defense knew it too.
Yeah, it's a good call because they wanted to put 2 men on him, and they did. Dare him to throw into double coverage. Really what you're saying is, let's see if one of your other receivers can beat us.
That's fielded at the 8-yard line. Give him 11 yards that time on the return, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. The drive will start with an option going left. They'll start on the ground with Breida. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That good for 22 and a first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Boy, nowhere to go at all on that 1st down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Fields. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
54, Mike. Check. Watch 54. Hey. Go. Mike 5-4. Go.
On 4th down, Fields. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started, 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. George Kittle, the receiver that he was looking for. And that'll bring up 2nd down. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. And now a carry here for their fullback. And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. Now let's check on the call. So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot. But they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Fields into double coverage, and it's intercepted. picked off at the 15. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Gone. They'll roll him out right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm.
O-line having trouble protecting your players.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that.
I got a bunch of under-average people rushing the passer.
Outside of the pocket.
Under-average?
Just checked it free.
Yeah, lift him right
What under-average?
They get 7
all the way across my line.
Bitch, I see stars and shit on the line.
But now you get to kick the field goal.
Nigga talking under average. Nigga, the star is above average.
Got the completion, just shortened the first down. But you're exactly
Yeah,
right.
me.
Run the field goal unit out there.
Nigga talking
Kick it.
about under average. Hell no.
2 scores.
Under average, G.
And this one sails out
Got
of
3
bounds.
stars on the
I think it'll
goddamn
be
B line
inside
with
the
an X at the
25.
Roman from the outside linebacker to the middle linebacker talking about some average.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Then it's initiated if I look at
Dante Fowler picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Protection's certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
This nigga, that nigga sold me. Come on, man.
To the races down the right side.
This nigga real like this. So why the fuck did he come down? Who the fuck is he? I need to replay.
Deebo Samuel, 81 yards. As they now sit just a 2-point conversion away from tying this game up in the fourth quarter.
Who is it?
Hell of a throw. He went in position.
Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion.
That nigga said so, man. I can't get mad.
They'll try to run it in. And he will get into the end zone for 2. And this game now tied here in the 4th. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the scores. The kicks away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
You want this one to kill.
And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
This nigga said, I see stars. I see stars all across.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And a tight game after punting
but
last time.
This nigga whole front 7. Is that Eric Owens said that they got shit?
Now, with the team this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now.
No, that's not him.
Without letting panic
that's not Eric Owens. He ain't on the field right now. That's a team hit.
Boye up to make the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because when they're open, those big defensive linemen will take the beat and move out away and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Ryan Kerry, go get some shit.
They go play action with Gurley. Now gone. He'll get this one to Kupp, complete. And he'll be out right at the 35. First down Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards. Goff now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. First and 10. From the gun, here's Goff. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that's caught inside the 30.
Just a few, you know what time it is. What time it is? Time for the book. Miracle.
His second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And they're able to break the tie and move out in front.
We can go down there and get a TD in 1 minute with 2 timeouts. We can damn sure do it in 2.5.
And they will take a 7-point lead.
The 3 timeouts.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Let's see, we going for 2. I ain't interested in no more overtime.
Come on, man.
You ain't even gonna need it.
He's got daylight.
They will That boy just got a 70-yard TD, then he backed up with a 100-yard
kick return. TD is 98 yards in length, as they can now even this game here in the fourth quarter with an extra point.
One of the most exciting plays in football, a kickoff return for a touchdown, and in all the excitement, let's not lose sight of the fact that now the pressure shifts to that snapper, holder, and kicker. This extra point is really important.
They're going to try and run for it, but he will not get in. The defense stands tall, and they will hold on to their one-point lead. So let's try this again after the kick return, TD. Here's yet another kickoff. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You've got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit. You tell them here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts. So we are not going to play this
because you're not giving me what to call it.
We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you've got another thing coming.
Yeah, and then, by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts
left. They have to be aggressive here.
Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning.
See?
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Now gone.
Damn it.
Less than 2 minutes to play. Down to the wire we go in a 1-point game.
We got too many stars on the line to not bet balls down at the line of scrimmage.
Brings up 3rd.
They ain't got no linebackers though. My linebacker core, and my cornerback core, and my 2 safeties young, but they smaller.
So it's Rams football here as we get you reset.
Maybe
and let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Here's Gall. He's going to fire one deep over the middle.
Good shit, boy.
Inside the 30.
Nicholson, if you get snagged on one more time, son.
Get him, but he takes it to the 25. A huge play that time for the Rams. 49 yards. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Back to the workhorse today.
Go down.
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining.
I see a fumble on Gert.
Goff now to throw. Now that'll be caught by Cup. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. 22 yards there.
We had no need to score a touchdown. Now I tried to make my nigga fall, but she grabbed him.
Could officially salt this one away.
You didn't have to grab my nigga. Bro, what you doing? Oh my God, I hate you.
What? You said the game was over. You said the game. Why am I finishing 20 seconds? Why am I finishing 20 seconds?
Bro, I hate Woo so much.
What? Why am I finishing 20 seconds?
So much. Oh my God, bro, I hate you so much, bro. I can't play you, man. I can't play you no more.
What? You won, bro?
I know, but I can't do it. This man real life paused with 23 seconds and quit that bitch.
You got all your stats. I don't see the problem.
I know I did, but bro, we couldn't take a knee. I got niggas that need to take the bills.
Nah, bro. Should have went ahead and scored. Give me the ball back with 20 seconds.
I told you, I'm not that nigga. If I can get down and take the lead, I'm taking my knee.
You did that because you ain't have faith. You ain't have faith in it. You thought just a bit good at it. Get scored, get the quick conversion.
Bro, I just got kicked out of league for doing exactly what I was gonna do. I gotta start playing with pride. I gotta start playing with more pride.
Alright, bro. I gotta go. Chanel not feeling good. I'm gonna go make us.
Yeah. Well, shit.